What's up, guys? Back at it again. We are out here. As you guys saw the title, gonna be talking about the 5 things I hate about my car. I mean, regardless of what I hate about the car, I do love it. I don't dislike the car, but there are, it's little downfalls. It's okay. Every car has its downfalls. So the first thing I'm gonna have to say is the reputation this car has. Fun car, great, rear-wheel drive, makes decent power. Obviously it burns oil, that kind of sucks, but as long as you're on top of it, it's not a big deal. But honestly, I think it's the reputation these cars have. They're great cars. I feel like not enough people build them to its full potential. I feel like a lot of people make them into buckets. They're kind of rough all around the edges, and I'm not saying my car is perfect, but I do try to take pride over my build. But yeah, definitely the reputation these cars have, but still a great car. Second thing I hate about this car, maybe I shouldn't say hate, but dislike about this car. Let's say you're about to get in your car, or you got to grab something from your car. Now, on some angles, or at certain areas where you park, sometimes you'll have times where you open this door and it likes to break your ankle just like that. Obviously, at certain angles it's fine, but for the most part, if it's a slight angle where you're just on an uphill or a downhill, or the road's a little more concave than usual, that door will easily come and break your ankle or tap your ankle and give it a love tap, and it sucks. It really sucks. We've all been there. All those Z owners, you know what I'm talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Now the next thing is the transmission. Ooh, yep, that's crunchy. That's nice and spicy right there. These early Model Zs, one of the things that suck about these are the transmissions. The early models have really weak synchros, and which that means is that if you're shifting too fast or you're pushing the car a little bit, and you shift to like second to third, it just grinds. And I've noticed that in a lot of Zs that I've driven, or a lot of Z owners have told me the same thing. It's just a common issue with these Zs. But if you do have a newer gen Z, they usually have an upgraded transmission that comes from factory, CD09, which doesn't grind nearly as bad, but it can be rough sometimes. It can be rough, especially if you have a passenger and it's just like, what do? You just gotta tell them it's race car things, it's just race car things. Don't worry about it. What I dislike about this car is that no matter what exhaust you get, you can't stay away from the very known trumpet sounding exhaust. And in some aspects it sounds okay, but sometimes it's too much when it's obnoxiously loud and you're just driving down the street and you just you sound like a mariachi band out here. There are some exhaust systems that sound a little bit different, like for example, you got DK's car. It sounds cool, it sounds raspy, it just has that nice tone to it, but for the most part these cars will always sound trumpety no matter what exhaust you do. But it's bearable sometimes. You gotta just live with it. Now if you own a Z, you understand, but the amount of oil that I have to put into this car sometimes is insane. I mean, you have to always keep up with it. You always have to make sure. I mean, even the dipstick alone, half the time you check the dipstick, the car has to be super cold, because the way it's positioned, it just doesn't, it's hard to check, and it's not super precise unless the car is super cold and it's at a level ground. So the amount of oil it burns, the dipstick itself, it sucks. We all, it's just a Z thing. It just burns a lot of oil. These cars are just known to burn a lot of oil, but I mean, as long as you kind of stay on top of it, or even like do modifications like a baffled oil pan with fins under it so it cools it down, or even like a oil cooler, which helps the oil cool down and not actually burn. Those things do help a lot, and it's not nearly as bad, but it can be bad. And if you don't check, then say goodbye to your trumpet engine. But at the end of the day, this is an amazing car, for me at least. Some people might have a different opinion, but regardless, I love this car. It's super fun. It's always been very solid to me. I've always tried to take good care of it, mechanically wise, maintenance wise, but I wouldn't trade this car for anything. It is my first car. I love it. So with that being said, everything that I just said, are just things I dislike, but I do love the car regardless of its flaws. Every car has its own flaws, but you know, I wouldn't trade this car for anything. I've had the most memories, the most experiences in this car, and yeah, I mean, I plan on having more memories to come with this thing and enjoy it a little more. But that being said, I'm going to wrap up the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please give me a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys want to see next. If you guys want to see more tractors, I know I've got to go hit Laguna Seca next. Ever since that Grid Life day, it's been like, it's all I think about. But yeah, guys, hope you guys enjoyed. Catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.